solo de dinero. Uno vendiendo montones, otro haciendo canciones pa' los millones. Si no sabes luchar, para ti sí. No te compares con mí, para el juego nací. Solo contando la plata aquí. Juego pa' eso que lucha pa' sobrevivir, sí. Plata, plata, plomo, plata, plata, sí. Solo contando dinero aquí. Y si tú sabes, ya tú sabes, G. Solo contando ingresos aquí. Hable de plata, solo dinero. Si es así, estamos en el mismo juego. Hable sincero, hable de dinero. Hable de cero, solo de dinero. Hable de plata, solo dinero. Si es así, estamos en el mismo juego. Hable sincero, hable de dinero. Hable de cero, solo de dinero.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Swedish edition of Creative Maestro. I have the honor of being joined by Ali, who is an up-and-coming rapper who not only raps in Spanish in Sweden, which is pretty impressive, but you also add Swedish and English into your raps.
I do that.
That is incredible. You a bad man, sir.
I'm a bad man. I would say it's about knowledge and training, because actually I was like rapping into Swedish before and really didn't come into it like I wanted to, and like stopped rapping, but still like wrote songs and actually like translated one of them to Spanish. And that's where like this Spanish thing started, like actually only 1 year ago, because I didn't make music in Spanish. I was like, no, I mean, that's not my thing. I'm from Latin, but I'm live in Sweden, so I'm like, but then I had a friend to like pushed me to like just start with it, and you will see that you will come into it. And that's actually how it started. Like we made one song with like Spanish and Swedish, and then it's going to like more Spanish, then Swedish, and then just like, no, it's just Spanish now.
Espanol, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up. True.
And where exactly is your family from?
My parents actually is from Uruguay and Chile.
Okay.
And actually I have a lot of like Latin friends in my community, if you say like that. And as well, my like girlfriend's parents are from Colombia and Peru. Wow. So that makes it even more Spanish, because we have like different kind of Spanish words for different stuff. So it makes you can combine a lot of like Latin, not accent, but type of word that you say something and it really means something for some people. And it's like me, I have a word that I would say, ya tu sabe, and that's actually means like, yeah, you know that. It's like you know it's if people ask you something like, can you do this? But yeah, you know that. So it's like really, for me, it's like a top line for my, like when I make music, I have to have that in my songs, that like I make this for real. So it's kind of cool to like have your like kind of tag or something. Like I always use this
exactly,
like, you know, that's him. So that's cool for me. Like I've been starting to use like Ya Tu Sabe in all my songs, in singing wise, or like in like punchline somewhere, or in the end of the song, in the start of the song, like depending what kind of song it is.
Absolutely. I mean, it's incredibly authentic, and I really appreciate your passion about it.
So it's cool. I like to make it, and really got into doing Spanish music. Like I can hear a beat and like, okay, this is gonna be this type of song, and like start writing or like making a chorus, and like making that chorus like feel something, like, okay, this is the type of chorus we want to have on this beat. And sometimes I can be writing the chorus like on a slow beat, on a fast beat, on a reggaeton beat, on a trap beat, and actually doesn't even make sense, because in the end it makes like it wants to be a real reggaeton song. So but I make the same chorus like 6-7 different times of time until I feel like, okay, this is how we want it.
Wow, that's dedication. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of like hours like writing over and over to just get the point where you feel like, okay, this is the way this song should have that sound, or this kind of like beat. Or sometimes I can like have a chorus that I think is good, but I actually don't want to like make it that type of way. Like you can make it singing or slow, and it's like I don't get the feeling, so I don't like erase the total song. I keep the idea in my head, and some way I pass through a beat that like, oh, do you remember that text I made like 3 years ago or 2 months ago? And you like redo it, but with a different type of like melody and stuff. So sometimes you can be like that. You can get stuck, but I think you should like just save your ideas and keep going on with like new ideas, and let's just save the melody or save the text that you really wanted to sing out, but sing it on another beat.
Absolutely.
That you can make it feel it, so you can really, and also well, the other people that are gonna listen to it can feel something from it. Like if you feel it, I think other people will feel it.
Absolutely, that's very powerful.
So you have to like create your idea how you want it to sound, and just try to find and dig until you get it up. So that's kind of my way to do my songs. Like I can be digging for like 1 week on one song, and like, now I didn't get it. Okay, I'll pause that, try to make something new, and somewhere we will pop up. Like, okay, now this is the right spot to get it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then as you're writing, do you visualize the music video as well?
As well, sometimes I have like, oh, I want to do this. I don't know if you saw my last thing, Solo Dinero.
I did see that.
You see that. In the end, I put it like the coin flip before I even made the video. So but now we have to put the coin flip and at the end, because when I'm gonna make the video, I'm gonna have that coin flip. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna make the coin flip work. So like sometimes it can be that I see the end of everything, but I have to like take the time to make like the ads, the libs, you know. It's like small stuff like tape stopping the song, or like, okay, here I want you to cut on the beats. Just for like the breathing area, like stuff like that. So sometimes it's just not like I have everything, but you have to like make your way there. So it can be, sometimes people like, no, I like end up doing stuff, but I say you should not end up doing stuff. You should not like just take another way, like don't end, just keep on going, but try to find another way around or find another beat, because people can be like, I should be on this beat, but sometimes I can be like, no, I shouldn't be on this beat. Try to make it on another beat. Don't erase that.
Right.
But just try to make it, because you can maybe get another feeling or another melody that just like hits you even more. So sometimes I can like do the same song on 3 different beats just to make it like, okay, this is the right spot. Okay, which of these 3 is the best? It's the same song, but on 3 different ways. So that can be like my, and sometimes people by like, why do you do 3? But like, I like to test. I don't have like the stress to make the song. I just want it to be right.
That's amazing. That's definitely going to pay off. That's going to pay dividends.
That's like, I think that's what makes my Spanish music gonna feel more, because I don't like, okay, I just want it like this, and then I like to drop it. I'm more like, there's something that's lacking. If it's on the beat, or maybe the text, or maybe the sound, I don't know, but I don't like end up like about making a song, and 1 week later, like, hey, you got it. You can listen to it now. I'm more like, I want like to have 10 songs, and I really feel those 10 songs, and then like one by one slowly make them drop. So now I have like 15, 16 songs ready. It's just that I haven't showed them because I want to make them 100% for me, like feel them, make videos, and even working on myself, because it can be like one song that I made, I maybe redo it because I feel something else.
That's true, yeah.
So sometimes you can be like, I don't know, I have a lot of demos that doesn't sound like the demo sounded. Like, okay, I made it on this beat, but now it's totally different. It's like a whole nother song. It's like went from reggaeton to trap, or from trap to reggaeton, or from like dembow to something else, or just clear rap. So I made songs on like a reggaeton beat, but it ended up like being trap. Or I made it on trap, and I make like, no, it shouldn't be trap, it should be reggaeton. Like, so sometimes they switch color and painting different 10 times a ways or melodies, but that's like the cool stuff of making music. I like, admire people that say it's like people, but they be in the studio all day. Yeah, that's the only reason they made it.
That you got to do it, right?
Yeah, if you want something, you got to go get it. You won't like be sitting home and like, okay, I made one song and now I'm the greatest. No, you need to keep on going. That's why artists that are high up, they're like, they don't sit around and play PlayStation all day. They be in the studio. They be in with other rappers. They educate, like training, doing melodies, listen to beats. Be with a producer that knows his stuff to make them be good.
And that's how you get better. That's how you get
like,
mastered.
That's you're like involving, doing what you already know, but try to make it better.
Right.
So that's what I think people who tries to make music these days should do. Really get into it for like 100%, or maybe do something else that I got passion for, like training or making podcasts. You can do 10 different types of things, but you need to find what makes you hungry. Like, okay, what you makes you hungry? Okay, killing a beat, or no, making this, go training, go swimming, go bicycling. Find your thing and like put your fire into it.
That passion, right?
Yeah, find your passion in why. Like, I would say like everybody can make music, but there's two different kind of musicians. Some people that likes to make music, and they're really those who really wants to make music.
Exactly.
And that's like the difference between, I would say, an artist and like someone who likes to make music. The artist will be bleeding for making that song. It doesn't matter. They will be there until they really get what they want. And that's, I think, the passionate people should get in whatever they do. Like, go bleed until you like find what you do. Okay, I find people doing beats, okay, but what kind of beat do you want to do? You can do reggaeton, trap, but you should like, okay, I'm gonna be the best trap maker beater.
Boom.
And just go for that. It's like, okay, that's what makes you hungry. Trap beats, okay. Start there. You do the best trap beat. When you hear your beats, it will be like, oh my God, that's that guy. Especially you can feel that, like, okay, that's his beats. And that's like, you can take Scott Storch, for example. People know him because his sound.
Exactly.
You feel like, okay, that's a Scott Storch beat, or that's that type of beat, or this is like a beat for that guy, or this beat should be on that artist. So that's what I mean. You need to go get your sound. This is him.
Absolutely. And just another example would be Pharrell. As soon as you hear a Neptune's beat, you can, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pharrell and Chad, right?
So that's the same thing. Like you can hear some like, okay, that's his sound. And that's what makes music so impressive, that you just can like feel 5 or 10 seconds of a song, and you know that, okay, this beat would be killed by this guy or by this girl, or singing on that, this now I should have switched it from her to him, and it will be like, whoa, dope, or something like that.
Absolutely.
So it's for me, it's like a feeling. Like when I make music, I need to have the feeling that this beats like drags me to it, and I like feel it. So that's what makes me like, oh, I can hear like 10,000 beats a day, and I'll be like, ah, it's okay, yeah, it's okay. And then when I like pass by that beat that like feel something, that's where I stop to searching. I start typing. Maybe it won't end up making the song on that beat, but it feels me like, it get me to write something that I can feel, or something that I want to type about, or like a feeling that I know other people can feel. So that's why I was like, I'll be searching beats every day, something like I can sit on the car just YouTubing beats.
Developing that
people
instinct.
be texting each other, what you doing? No, I'm just pitching beats. Searching for beats like all day and saving them in like different kind of like labels, or putting them in maps, and grinding for like finding new stuff to do stuff on. So that's why I really like to make music, because like it never stops, and people's like, man, you got a beat for like 2 seconds ago, you still already wrote the whole song. But yeah, when I feel something, I feel it.
Yeah, you just gotta let it flow.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta let it flow. Like when your writing starts, you gotta stop writing. You can't stop. You can't take a break. You need to write until you have the end. So that sometimes I can feel like sitting on beat, like type, and I wrote like too much text. But then you can edit like, okay, this is what I want to say, or this is what I want to have, and you can like get more than less, because when you have less, you're gonna fill out with something that actually wouldn't be there. That's what people do. I can feel like something sometimes they just fill out with something that like, nah, you should have wrote the whole song, and not like, yes, okay, we fill out with this, or we fill out with that, or we fill out with this. So sometimes I can feel like something on myself. I would say I'm not perfect, and no way. I mean, it's like sometimes I just write and I get to the drop. Okay, but what should I put in here? Oh, we could have put a repeat song, but nah, I want to do that because I made that already. I've done that like on 3 other songs, and now I want to make something new. Again, it can be like 2 days, 3 days trying to type that little part. It's like 5 seconds, but that 5 seconds needs to be very perfect. to drop well to the like the chorus or to another part of the verse or something. So sometimes it can be painful to write those 5 steps, but they need to be right. They need to be you need to be feeling that stuff, like, okay, what's gonna come here, and it comes like the punch of the song, or it comes like a beat drop that makes the feel, but whoa, that was dope.
Exactly, just those little tweaks just makes it go a lot, just up crazy.
A new level, like you have a good level, but you go to level 2 by that thing, and that's what makes me grind for that like spot. Sometimes I can be there typing, and something I get mad at myself, like, but shit, I can't get it, but someday we'll be like, but oh, this was the right stuff, and I then stop ending there, like, okay, this is what we gotta do.
That makes a lot of sense.
So sometimes you need to like embrace yourself, or like just take a break. If you can't get it, just take a break from that beat, because it can be the beat that you like. You get locked to a melody that like it's not the melody you need there. So you just need to take a break, find some new, go out, take a break, go back, take 2 hours break, and go back and do it again. It's like you can do it better. You can even do the verse better if you want. You just have to believe in yourself and just struggle it out and try to make a new melodies, try to rap on a different way, with a different tone, with a different flow, take breaks in different parts. So sometimes the same song can actually sound 7 different ways.
That's big facts, yeah.
So like you can actually like make the song sound different just because you putting like another accent in, like to put another tone or a darker tone on some parts, and that's what makes it cool, I think.
I agree. And just out of curiosity, since you are in Sweden, is it hard finding producers who make reggaeton or Spanish music?
So actually, I won't say I have luck, but I know like 2 guys that are very, very good on producing.
Nice.
And they are very, very good. One is Nasty, and he's very, very good in producing. He does a lot of Swedish rappers that are big in Sweden. But he has a sound that is his sound. He found his sound. And then I have another guy, he's called Dressy, and he also makes a lot of like reggaeton, like into the Latin. But I went to like searching for producers in South America as well, just because of the, I don't know, let's say they are in where the music like is born, like in like Colombia, you have in Chile, Argentina, and those kind of countries where. So I like got 2 guys in Colombia that makes Latin beats, and now you started to talk to one in Dominican as well, but we haven't really started to working, but we have like a process that we need to find, okay, what are we gonna do? I can send him demos, or are he gonna make beats and like send them to me and see, do you like them or not? Or so we have not like agreed on something, but he actually is young, but he wants to make music.
Oh, he's hungry.
He wants to make beats. He's like, I can make beats all day long. I want to make beats and I want to make music. So we have not just decided like, which way would we go. Like, should I send a demo to you and you try to like do a beat on the demo, or should we do it the other way? You send me beats and say, okay, that beat is good. I want to make something on that. So that's where we are right now. But it's cool to have people like another side of the world, and you can still like you send them stuff and sounds, and they start to make the beat on your like vocals and stuff. So it's kind of cool that we can work so easily right now with stuff.
Internet, right?
Yeah, internet, right? That's internet. I like send them all my vocals and the beat that we had, and like, okay, we make a remake, we make over, and like, oh, you need to record this again. Okay, I record it, send them to the vocals on that part. So it's kind of cool that you can make so much just by sending over internet. So kind of cool.
Absolutely. And have you ever thought about going to South America or DR to perform?
So at the moment, I'm trying to make a lot of songs, and of course, I want to like meet. I had a guy that lives in Colombia, and I once told him this, the second I go to Colombia, I'm gonna like meet you up, and we're gonna be in the studio.
Nice.
At least make some music. I haven't decided when we should go, but as well, my like say girlfriend's like parents are from Colombia, so we have easy way to live there. Just that like he lives in Bogota, it's like 8 hours from the other place. So you have to plan, like because Colombia is big as well, and Bogota is big. He was like, oh, if I go to Bogota to the other side, how it's like 2 hours. and that's just one city. So he's like, you need to be considered that if you're gonna meet up, we have to plan those stuff and just sit in studio one day and really work on what you want to work on. So, but I think it would be cool actually to go there, or even Chile or Uruguay, where I'm from, and try to make something with like maybe some producers from there or artists from there. But it's hard as well because I'm upcoming and they don't see me like their level, and that's
well,
another thing.
You will be there very soon because you're outworking everyone, which is pretty cool.
I'm trying at least. I'm trying to like do my best to like people seeing that I got passion for this. Like, and I think you just need to touch the right ear so they can see you. Like, okay, this guy has it.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty much up for anything. I like talk to people about, hey, should you do a Swedish and Spanish? And then I think it's hard to let people to try to make stuff. I'm not saying that we need to drop the song because we made it. It's just like we should try to make something at least and see if it went well or not. Because I think people have hard to try to make those decisions. Be like, okay, but you're not the same level as me, but you haven't even tried to make something with me yet, so you don't even know where I can be. And I think people should be more considered like to like take them into their studio, try, but have they consider. But if I don't like it, we are not gonna drop it, and then be like okay with it, okay, because we still have our levels. He's still better than me, so I need to appraise him. Like, okay, he has his level that he wants to do. Okay, then I have to do it the level he has, or we won't make it. And that's why I think people should try. Like, okay, we can try, but if it's not on my level, I'm sorry. We need to like think it over or try to redo it or whatever.
Personal standards, absolutely.
Of course, and that's why people should like. I was up to like, oh, if you want to make home, you can come record at my studio, but you have to consider it. Either if you want to do it alone, then I don't bother if you do it your way. You can tell me how you want it to sound or how you want it to be, but if you want to do something with me, we have to be on the same level. Okay, this is where the reach should be. Okay, this is what we want, or this type of song, or this type of rap, so we can like work for the same point, if you say. I think people work too much like, I want this and you want that, and they try to work together and they get struggled on the way, and then the connection to them will be like bad because they didn't have their passion on the same level. They were like, I wanted this and wanted that, and now I don't want to work with it. But the real stuff was that it didn't have any standards from the start. Like, this is what we're gonna work for.
Absolutely, collaboration is always about teamwork.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be a teamwork and try to make it like sound the best that you can. But people take everything so negative. Like, nah, I didn't like that verse, and then it's negativity for them. It's not like you're killing them, but you should push them as well. It's like you can do it better.
Constructive criticism,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Like you should be like more like, oh shit, you should do this video recording this way instead, or you should do this rap this way instead, or try to sing it maybe, like guiding them to the right spot where you want them to be, not like, nah, you're bad. It's not like leave the studio, right? It's like, man, you should try to make them good, but people have their like intrigue and enemies because they want them. So that's why I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to see people work together.
It's true. And then, could you explain to everyone the reggaeton scene in Stockholm?
I would say it's still small. It's very small. We have some people that makes the like Latin pop sound, but we don't really have big reggaeton Swedish artists. I would say they take in all those, the Balvin, Maluma, and there are a lot of Latin people in Sweden. There is, but we're not the big as we should be, because I know there is like Latin people here that can make a lot of Latin, but we should work as a team. We should not like be like, oh, he does his music and he does his music and that guy do that music. We should be like more like, okay, if you want us, you need to take us together. But people are too much by doing their stuff only, and that's why I think it won't be growing as it should be. Because we have like good DJs, we have good artists, we have rappers, we have singers, we have
dancers,
and if we should like just make that as a team and be like more like a company. Like, yeah, we work together. If you want one of us, you want all of us, and really make shows and really make DJ and make collaborations and make it big. Like, okay, we can go, all of us can go to another country and perform together. But if we just are one by one and one by one, it would take much longer to be big. That's the problem.
That's very powerful.
Yeah, I would say they should be more into we working together, not maybe take their spot, because a DJ needs an artist and the artist needs a dancer and the dancer needs the scene. So if we do it together, we all get what we want, but we have to do it together. And that's where the hard part starts, because you can call someone, but yeah, bro, I make music, you're a DJ, we should try to make something, but yeah, we should try. Then you never get like, hear something. It's like, yeah, we should, but you never start something.
Yeah.
And same with like dancer. I don't know. I don't work a lot with dance because haven't done much of videos, but I see that there's a lot of dancers, but they should take more space for them because they argue, they train every day, they do their schedules, they do a lot of stuff. They should just like, okay, I want this to be this big, but as well maybe sacrifice something to be seen. Also, if you know what I mean, like, okay, maybe not like be too greedy, but still know their level. Okay, I'm this good. Okay, what can you make to be seen more? Okay, maybe call all those DJs, call all those companies, all those clubs, and like try to get small performance to be seen, and then evolving that to something big.
Snowball effect, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly, in snowball effect, and that's where I think people should be looked more. We should do it together. Because I think it's more powerful to be like 5 heads, having 5 connections, than being one, trying to struggling with every guy. Like, oh, but you ain't big yet. Now I know I'm not big yet, but if we do it together, we'll probably be big. But people just don't see that. They see only where you at right now.
Well, I'm calling it right now. This man Ali right here with the Mamba mentality, he's gonna be the reason why Spanish music and reggaeton is gonna get big in Stockholm. I'm calling it right now.
I'm trying to like at least. I'm gonna work on it at least until I can feel something. And I know there is some DJs that want to make something. I haven't dropped a lot of music on Spanish yet, and that's why I'm having it on ice, because I want to know that when I drop those stuff, I won't be blocked. Like, okay, I don't have the DJs that can help me, or I don't have the scenes where we can make this performance. And that's what we really need to work on. Like, okay, you have those 10 songs, and that guy has those 10 songs. Okay, we should maybe drop them together, like singles, but together, so we can like perform together and make a show together. It's 2 different artists, it's 2 different shows, it's 2 different people, but if you do it together, it might be more people seeing it and seeing us and seeing the DJ that will help us perform this stuff. And that's where we need to get like using each other to be big. I don't say we should like take or step or like use each other, but we should do it together to be big. That's what I think we should do.
Definitely. And just out of curiosity, have any reggaeton artists ever performed here, like Bad Bunny or?
Yeah, we had like Maluma last week, I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in, I don't know, I'm bad at this because I don't ever go. I'm just in the studio making music right now. But Maluma has been here. I know J Balvin has been here. So, and we know, so I know that a lot of Swedish people even go to like the Reggaeton Beach Festival in Spain. And I know if they will come here, they will like make a lot of money because there are a lot of Latin people here. So every year I know that they take reggaeton artists here, but it could be even bigger. They could take like 10 reggaeton artists to Sweden, and I know that every Latin guy from Sweden, Oslo, would go because they have a passion for Latin music that is big. Yes, they need to make it like see it. Because if you go to Reggaeton Beach Festival in Spain, it's like crazy. There's like people from everywhere. You can do the same thing in Sweden. We maybe have the climb, but we can have a big festival. We can just offer somewhere and like just make it big. And I think they will go big as well.
That's true, and it's essentially what you were saying at the beginning. Once you have that energy, they can feel the energy in the music, and you definitely feel the passion whenever you hear reggaeton.
Yeah. And I know that people can just be like listening to reggaeton beats and they feel the passion. They don't even have to have a song. It's just like the melody and the claps and the sound that reggaeton has that make you feel something. Because it's a Latin vibe. It's like, you know, when you listen to salsa or merengue, it's like a Latin vibe, and that's why you listen to it, because you have the feeling. It's the same way with like a reggaeton. You can like go into a club and you know when the reggaeton beats is gonna drop, because you know the songs, you know the claps, you know when you have that sound that reggaeton has, and how people feels it. It's like, oh, it's a reggaeton song. It doesn't matter if it's J Balvin or Suna, or it's the reggaeton song in general that makes the song go like pop into pop people's heads and like be like, oh, this is happiness. And that's why I say reggaeton in general doesn't have maybe the best text, because they kind of grow and or hard against people, but in general it's a feeling. It's a feeling that someone has, and a lot of those songs we know that people has been through or has passed it through, and actually that's why reggaeton is big, because it's a feeling, but with as well as like a club beat on it, and not just a club beat that is hard, like, or had a big drop. It has a texture and a meaning with some way. And I think that a lot of people, if they should listen to the texts that people wrote, I know at least that 50% will feel like, I've been through that.
Absolutely.
Some way.
That's a great point. And now that I'm thinking about it, because of, let's say, reggae music and the Afro beats and the Caribbean community being very influential here, I mean, a cousin is essentially, you know, reggaeton and Spanish music.
It's the same essential, because reggae has a lot of sense. Yeah, I would say that reggaeton has a lot of the reggae music has a lot of sense as well, that people like feels the music. It doesn't need to be fast or hard or slow. It's just that it has the feeling that you really want, and that's what I think people should try to get. Feel the feeling, get a flow, and you know where you should have it. That's actually the point of view of music.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, I would consider music to be a universal language.
Yeah, of course. And Spanish is big, English is even bigger. So there's like no stopping you from being where you want. Actually, it's like you need to just get feeling into it, and like, okay, if you can really feel that kind of music, I think you're gonna feel it. So that's the problem. I can be like listening to someone else's music and I'm like, wow, I feel this guy. I feel him, like, oh shit, okay, I know that he's been through something. I cannot say how or when or why, but I can feel him singing. Okay, he's singing from his heart. Okay, or if you go like to like, I listen a lot to like Anuel, that is a like Latin rapper. I can feel him because I know he's been to prison, and now he wants to make his music feel it. He wants them to feel it. And he has actually been growing a lot, because he's like the biggest Latin artist right now. And there's a reason, because he went into prison, got locked up, come out, and said, I'm gonna be the best. It's not like they gave him the key to like success, but okay, you're gonna be the best. No, he made himself the best, because he had, when he was like in prison, he was not like sleeping or training. He was like, I'm gonna write those songs and be the best when I come out. So he is educating himself, like in being the best, and that's what he went like from being a rapper to like Latin pop star, and now he's like the biggest. He can make a song or whatever, and he's gonna find the way to make it, and that's what is amazing with music. Like, you can go from zero to 100 real quick.
Literally,
you just have to find your way and your sound and your like definition of music. And I think he and a lot of other people that makes Latin music in Latin wearings, they have like been growing a lot lately. Like 2 years that has been like they have like gone from, or the Latin music in general has been like growing. Like, there's never been like a reggaeton artist in Grammys. Why? No, because reggaeton is too hard. Okay, but they still play more than every Grammy Music Awards. Like, if you listen to the music, okay, but the reggaeton music plays this much and the Grammy guy plays this much. So why shouldn't he be better?
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah.
It's like he makes music that people listens to, not just like that the Grammy people likes. So like, there's kind of hard, but he told, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's videos where they talk about this, all the like Latin reggaeton words, how I don't need the Grammys. I just want to people feel me. And that's why he makes like the music so great. Actually, he makes every song. If you listen to all his songs, they have something that says you something, or at least has that feeling. Like you can feel that he put the like words on the right spot. Like, okay, yeah, this should be there.
Yeah.
And that's why I think he, Jay Cortez, you have J Balvin, you have all those rappers. They have a sound where you put the words on right spots. Like they can get it together. It doesn't matter which speed it is. They just get it like together. Like pieces and puzzles. They like just puzzle it and like, okay, this is the way. Okay, we'll do it. So I listen a lot of them to like get a feeling, and sometimes just when I am in the studio and feel like, okay, this is how they make music. I'm not gonna do it exactly their way because that's not me, but at least have a feeling for it. Like, okay, this is the feeling they had like when they made this song, and like try to get that feeling on your song. Like you can like burn that song through your head 10, 20, 30 times and still like it, then you know it's right. Because if you listen one time, like, there's something, then you should find something. That's why people should like, you should can listen to this song like 10, 30 times, 15 times, 16 times and like be like, okay, it's still good. Then I think you have something like, okay, that's a good song.
That's very wise. Absolutely.
Because if people be like, you need to be able to listen to your song. Okay, of course, it's your song. You're always going to be happy about your song, but you also have to be criticized by yourself. Okay, but is it really what I want? Is it this the type of song that I want to give to people, or do I want to make it more happy or more sad or more commercial? You can make to say I make my music 10 times before I like really like it. If you say it like that, I'd be like struggling with stuff sometimes that is good. People say to me that song is good, but I still make redoing because I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't have that. But it's good, man. It's good, man. But yeah, it's good for you, but it's not good enough for myself. And I need to feel like shit. Okay, this was what I wanted to see. It's not like I'm gonna sell this song to you and like, okay, now it's your song. It's still my song. In the end of the day, I made it. I sing it. I rap it. I do the lyrics, and then I have to feel it myself. It doesn't matter. Okay, it didn't get big, but I had the feeling for it. So for me, it's much about that. Like, it can be like people are like aiming for being like on top directly, and of course you need to aim high, but you need to as well have the feeling all the way. Because if you have the feeling now, and when you're on top, you don't have any feelings, you're gonna drop down. Because you need to have to keep going all the way. Because that's why artists are good for a long time, is because they aim high, but they have the feeling all the way. Not like, okay, I had a feeling for one song, and now they're dead.
Right. So if you have your own sound, you have that passion, you have that dedication.
Exactly.
Then
you will come longer, or keep going longer at least, because you know what you want. Because people be like, oh, you made a song, that's the best song ever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and after that, you'd be like, you gotta drop something. You gotta keep going. You gotta have the passion. You have to make these people feel you in your music. And that's why I see people, not that are like J Balvin, they're already big. I mean like people that are low. They go up, they do something good, and they die. Because they just have passion for that song or for that kind of music. And I think you need to be more wiser, more wider as well. And that's why I didn't make music in Spanish, because I didn't feel myself in it at a start. But when I started making it, I didn't drop any music directly. I waited. I tried to involve my Spanish like lyrics, flow, blah, 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 music. And now I have the feeling for it. And now I feel that if I drop now, I'm going to feel it. And that's why I'm going to start. I started to drop now, like Solo Dinero, like now. And I like, okay, that's the main like trap song I had. I'm gonna drop that, because everyone is grinding for money somehow. It's not like we're gonna go shoot each other, but no, everyone is grinding their way. Either if it's music, if it's tattooing, if it's music, podcast, it can be, everyone works for something, and that's why people should like get their feeling, get your passion, and make money on it. Like, find what you are the best at and make money on that, not making money on where you're gonna get much money, but you don't have any passion for it. Like, okay, you can be an artist and you can earn this much money, but I want to be a painter. Then probably that's not the right word, because you won't end up feeling well.
Exactly.
And that's what I think people should do. Like, find their passion and make money on that, and have the feeling. Because you can have a lot of money but no feeling, you will probably be dead inside.
Exactly. Nobody wants to do that. You'll probably, like you said, you'll be depressed. That's
Yeah,
not,
you
it's
have
not
a
a good
lot
way
of
to
in your
live.
brain. It will be boring for you at the end of the day. You won't be,
Incredibly boring.
yeah, it's like doing something you don't really want. That's probably what you don't want, I would say.
So speaking of Mucho Dinero,
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs and videos is Mucho Blah Blah Blah.
Yeah, people say that. They but I like that song and like the video. I don't know why you didn't do it full in Spanish. I'm like, because that was my first song that I had Spanish, like literally Spanish in my like song, and I like really felt it. And I know people has been there where someone has like talked too much and didn't show you anything.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter who you are. We know that someone has been like broken heart or had something like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna help you out. I call you tomorrow, and like, he didn't call you.
Yeah, right.
So that's like, some people talk too much and don't do less. I know that everyone will have that. It doesn't matter if you, their best, their less, you will have someone that will make that for you. So that's why I made that song. Like, it can be a girl, it can be your best friend, it can be your bro, it can be your dad. People will talk too much and say like, oh, I'm gonna help you. There's no problem. We fix that. Yeah, right. And what happens to next time? Like, nah, I didn't came, or no, I didn't have time, or no, I didn't. I had to go washing. I had to do this, and that's why I made the song. If I'm also feeling like everyone will have that feeling somehow, somewhere. Doesn't matter if you're at work with your friends, you will feel it somehow.
Absolutely, and it's incredibly relatable, like you were saying. And you don't even. What I love about the title of the song is that you don't need a translator to understand what it means. You know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. You know this. Like, that's the song. It's like this. It's just blah blah blah. It's just, yeah, whatever. It's like you know what it means, but you can put it like in your way. Like in my way was like that's like a girl always tells you she wants you and do this and do that, but in the end of the day, it's not that what she means. Like this, like what, and I don't know. I felt like I know guys are like too hard for themselves and be like, no, it doesn't happen to me and blah blah blah, but it will happen to you. Don't matter. You just gotta wait for your time.
Exactly, and most likely it's already happened already.
or already happened. They're sad, but they want to tell anyone.
And then moving forward, what projects do you have on the horizon that we should be looking out for?
I know I have a music video that's already done. It's called I. It's kind of similar to like Mucho Blah Blah Blah, but on the other way. It's like more, let's say that she is like your top point. She's like the thing you want. You can erase everything in the world, but not that. So it's like more type of that song. Like she's like you pointed out. It's more vibey. It's not like kind of hard. It's more like a good vibe. And then I have a lot of songs that will come. It's just like projects that needs to be ended. I need to have cover arts. I need to maybe make music. I need to like work on some demos that is not like 100% done yet. But I have like 15 songs that are completely done. I just need to like feel where I need to put them. Like, is it summer vibe or is it more winter vibe? Or I have a song that my friend said, Hamba, that song you should go to like Melody Festival and with, because Hamba, it's not trap and it's not even reggaeton. Hamba is the feeling that you have on like that song. It's like, I think if you would be like having as a chorus with a lot of people sing at the same time, you will like, it will be really like a feeling that song. And I was like, yeah, maybe. So I'm planning everything by like, not by like tomorrow I'm gonna drop everything. No, it's more like, for me, it's like the point of time where I should drop it. Like Solo de Nero felt like, okay, there's no winter and it's not like summer, but okay, I'm gonna drop it like this now. It's now, I'm gonna drop it whenever like, so I felt like now I should drop it now. And I know people be grinding like early in this year, like January is like when you're most broke because you bought all the Christmas presents. Now like you have to go grind for the year to see up or you end like broke. So I feel like Solo de Nero for me is like, let's say, it's like go out and get it. Don't wait for it. For me, it's like more like that. It's not like I'm talking just to make money. It's more like go out and get it. like that's the point of the song. Like should be more the title in English would be more like say go get it.
Go get it.
Yeah, but it's like solo dinero because the chorus is like hable de plata, solo dinero, and then like I felt like, hey, go get that money. Like it doesn't matter what you do, just go get it. Do it by yourself. Don't wait for nobody to like take you in the hand and walk you through. Like because that's the problem. People be waiting like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Learn how to do it. And that's why, like me, I didn't have no knowledge about like Logic Pro where I sit now and make music. I didn't even know how to record, which level, whatever. I just started from zero, like bareback. I just bought a microphone and a headset, and like, yeah, let's try to record this. And that's how it started. Like, okay, I didn't know anything literal about like compressing, EQing. I didn't know, so like really zero. So when I started.
Wow.
So I've been like sitting on YouTube, watching those like how-to videos, like everybody should that makes music, and go of course to studios where people know, like, okay, teach me how to do this and teach me how to do that. I need to know how to record it on this way, or how do you use this? Let's say people like going about autotune, but okay, how do you autotune on like the right way? Not like I look like T-Pain or how I look bad. So like literally everything that I know today is just by doing, like in making music. Like, it's not that like, I've been sitting in the bench school for 10 years and tried to make it. No, I bought a computer, a microphone, a headset, and started to record. Like literally everything looked shit at the start, but at the end of the day, now I can make all the songs pretty much sound good, even if it's a demo. I sit literally like there and mixing them by myself to like, okay, this is how I want it to sound, and then I send them to like a producer that are gonna remake them, but just so them as well can get the feeling about, okay, this is what he wants, and like, okay, this is this shit we're gonna do. So literally, I sit there, it's like make my mixed vocals and make my like demo to like feel, okay, this is good, or nah, this is bad, or so it's kind of cool to sit there by yourself in your studio and like, headphones and everything and mix and play, and this is not good, but I erase and start recording again, doing everything like 10 times and like get the feeling of the song. So sometimes I'd be 5, 6, 7 hours straight just making music, like by yourself, not like having 10 people and having fun only. So sometimes it can be all totally alone, just but sitting there, make music until I get a feeling. Sometimes I shouldn't be there 10 hours, but because you have a point where you get, like I said, tone deaf, like everything sounds like similar, and that's where you should take your break.
Right.
They're like, okay, take your break here, because now you don't feel any difference. You like everything's like good for you. That's actually where you should hit your like break point. Like, okay,
hit the wall.
Yeah, hit like, okay, we take a pause here and come back in 1 hour or something, because I think some people be too long in the studio. You make less, and what you do in like 3 hours if you just go straight in and like, okay, let's record this. So actually, when I go now today, it's like more like, okay, give me 2 hours and like send you a demo, and I go in, record everything, do everything, make a fast mix and send it. I don't be like 10 hours making a demo, because probably after 5 hours I'll probably just make bad stuff. Just trying to make something better that actually doesn't make it better. It's just that you have a break point, and you need to find it by yourself. Some people probably can be there 10 hours and make good stuff, but I think you need to have a break point where you feel like, okay, here we need to take a break, because we don't get anything better, and we're just getting more mad because it isn't getting better. So like having a break point is, I think, at least good for everyone, just to like ignore everything, breathe out, breathe in, and go back and like, okay, let's do it again. I think that's like, and I think you can use that in every occasion you have, even with podcast. If your camera is not making what you want, or you're struggling with like skiing, or you're struggling with swimming, I cannot swim, like, okay, we don't swim today, we go home, sleep good, tomorrow we eat good, and let's try to make it again.
Absolutely.
So have that break point, not like putting yourself down, more like, okay, today was not the day to record. I have days when I like start recording and I can feel myself, this is gonna sound bad, and then I just end up like, I just close everything, go up, watch TV, maybe go play PlayStation or whatever, like you do something that you like, not like negative, but you do something that you like still, and like, let's try tomorrow. Because you can have sometimes you getting sick, or you're getting this, or you're getting that, and you have to like, you have to feel yourself into some like songs. And I have a lot of demos that I've saved, like, I'll listen to this and listen to this. It's exactly the same flow. It's just that it's 2 different days. So like, just that, it's the same, like exactly the same lyric, exactly the same flow. It's just that this day something was probably bad, and this day I woke up with better flow and or better energy, and it felt much better. So sometimes it's just about energy. Just like, okay, today is the day you should do it, or this is the day you should not do it. But you have to like learn it by yourself and like not break yourself down. Because I think much people, oh no, I cannot do this, and they go home or they get sad and get mad and like leave it alone, like leave it for too long. Like I'll come back in a week, and at least it takes too much time for them to like go to where they should be, I think. And I think people should really embrace themselves instead, and like just like today was not the day, tomorrow should be better.
Yeah, it's definitely dedication to mastery, and it has paid off because that energy is in the music, like you said. And now that I think about it, so I have to shout out, we actually have to shout out Joanna for connecting us.
Yeah, exactly.
And also shout out to Theo, because I was in the gym today with him.
Yeah.
And your music is perfect for the gym.
Yeah, it depends. If you have Solo Dinero, it has that energy, like, come and go get it. So that's what I mean. You need just to find what gets you energy. It can be go to the gym, it can be music, it can be listen to music, listen to beats, dancing, it can be jumping up and down. It doesn't matter. You gotta feel, okay, what makes you, what gives you energy, what gives you the energy beast. Is it an energy drink, or is it going and listening to a fast beat or a rap song or a hard rap song? There's people, I can see people go to the gym and listen to like jazz. I would like be dead if I listen to jazz in the gym.
Right.
I need to have like something that makes me keep going. Yeah, keep going. Like give me more energy. Don't have a break point. Like on the gym, you need to go hard. And some people probably go to the gym for being, I don't know, more soft. They just need to train, and then they have their way to do it. So you just need to find your way, and that's what people need to learn. Like, what's your way, like to do stuff or get your energy, or going up in the morning. What can give you more energy to go up in the morning? Like, okay, when you go into bed, I'm gonna go to work. No, you need to find what makes you go up in the morning, and find that point and go up and do that, so you can keep on having the energy all the day. Or for me, it's like music. Literally, like just go up. The second I sit in my car, it's like I pop music directly. It doesn't matter. It's only music, beats. It can be my song. It can be a demo that I need to re-record, and I listen to it just because I need to listen to 5 times and feel okay, maybe change this or change that. Or it just can be literally songs from another artist just because I like it song. So you just need to find, I think, your stuff through the day.
And speaking of finding yourself, how can people find you and your music?
Literally by going to Instagram, like you always, like my Instagram is LLE like scroll down official. Same thing on Spotify, but it's just LLE in Swedish, and in YouTube it's LLE on the right official as well. So actually literally there. I don't use Snapchat. I erased that. I don't know why, but I don't use it anymore. So Instagram and YouTube is probably the most common parts right now, and of course Spotify. But through Spotify you can't talk, so you can't comment, you can't do anything. So
right.
I would say YouTube and Instagram, and people who wants to ask stuff, whatever. I like talk to everyone that writes to me. I have people from like Venezuela that we know that it's like painful right now. They have like no money, no stuff, and like they talk to me, and I like be like. Embrace yourself, like go out and go get it. Don't wait on nobody, don't wait on your dad, don't wait on that, but try to make you the best. Like take yourself out, like find your way out. And I even do like how to say in English, like giveaways where people just need to comment their friends, and literally I try to make it just for South America, that where I know people have more struggling of getting money. Like we live in Europe and we have it way better than other countries, and I do some giveaways sometimes just through my songs, and as well so they can see me, but as well so they can get something that literally they need to pay for all the medication, they need to pay for everything, and people don't see that. They're like, here, oh, it's winter, but people are dying down there for like no reason, and we complaining about 3-, like,
Exactly.
bro, go buy your jacket and just be quiet, please.
Exactly. Reality, right?
And so literally I'll do a lot of flows, and literally the only people that has one is people that I don't know. So I just randomly pick someone that is like just from those countries that I really can feel that like they need something, or I can get the feeling, and I can see on them that like 500 crowns for us here is like, what can you do with 500 crowns? Actually not much, but in their country 500 crowns is so much more money.
A ton, yeah.
Yeah, and they like appreciate you like a god. But I'd be like, no, don't do that. Like, I don't want that. I want you to like use that money wisely. I want you to like, if you need like food, go buy food. If you need clothes, you go buy clothes. If you medicine, go buy medicine. Like that's what it is for. Like, and I think people need to be more considerate and help each other out when they can see it. Because there's people out there that needs more than we do, and we can be eating like never before. And yeah, I don't know. People be like, oh, but this is my money. But yeah, of course it's your money. You can do whatever you with your money. But imagine if your family is down there, because we are Latins. Your family is down there and they need your help. You can send 100 crowns. For them, it's a lot of money. For you, it's not. So for 100 crowns, you go to McDonald's and eat cheeseburgers, or
Exactly.
It's not like you're gonna get much of it. So actually, those 100 crowns that you're gonna waste on something that you actually don't need, give it to your family that actually needs it, or someone that actually needs it. And I think that's, you will get more energy from that as well, because you're helping someone that really will appreciate you, and they will appreciate you every day, because they can feel that you made it from your heart. You're not going to give away money like, hey, you get 100 crowns and go away. You need to make them feel that you can give them the energy to get out from their problems, or not just sitting there and waiting for the problem to like get solved by itself. That's well done.
Very well said. And I just wanted to say thank you for making the time to join us and inspire all of us today. I know a lot of people are going to love this conversation, so I just appreciate you making the time, and we look forward to see what you have coming down the pipe.
Yeah, don't forget to follow me and Josh, because we're going to make hopefully some success.
Oh yeah, big moves coming.
Big moves coming. So I really hope you like this and podcast, and thank you, Josh, for as well making time for me.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Always a pleasure. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Jag går all in för dig, yeah, yeah. Denna känsla jag har för dig. Ella siempre dice que me quiere más, pero ella sabe que no